something unexpected took center stage. A Russian jet touched down. The cabin door opened. Out stepped a young African president, Captain Ibrahim Traore. No suit, no tie. He wore full military gear, rifle slung over his shoulder, pistol at his side. The Kremlin runway fell silent. Flags fluttered, cameras clicked, onlookers froze. This wasn't just another leader stepping off a plane. This was a statement, a challenge to the old world order. He didn't arrive through normal diplomatic channels. He didn't come on a commercial flight or a Burkina jet. He came in a special Russian aircraft, dispatched directly by the Kremlin. The Burkinabe presidency simply said, "President of the transition arrived Thursday in Moscow."
Пожалуйста. Уважаемый господин президент, дорогие друзья, мы очень рады вас.
Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore visited Russia to participate in the 80th anniversary celebration of Victory Day, marking Russia's victory in the Great Patriotic War. Here's what you need to know about the visit. First, meeting with Putin. Traore met with the Russian President Vladimir Putin in the Kremlin, where they discussed cooperation in combating terrorism and extremism. Putin assured Traore that Russia would continue to help Burkina Faso in restoring legality and constitutional order. What are the key discussions? The two leaders talked about expanding mutually beneficial cooperation across various areas, including economic ties, education, and healthcare. Number two, anti-imperialism. Traore emphasized that terrorism today comes from imperialism. The Russian support is crucial in fighting it. He also highlighted the importance of science and education in advancing ties with Russia. Number three is historical significance. Putin acknowledged the contribution of approximately 30,000 Burkinabe soldiers who fought against the Nazis as part of anti-Hitler coalition. Implication of this visit. The visit is seen as part of broader shifts in African geopolitics, with leaders like Traore seeking new multilateral partnership and rejecting Western influence. That being said, this is my commentary about the visit by Burkina Faso President. Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore just made the headlines, not from a battlefield or a domestic speech, but from Red Square in Moscow, standing shoulder to shoulder with Vladimir Putin during Russia's Victory Day celebrations. What is really behind these high-profile visits? Let's break it down. On May 19th, Traore joined 28 other leaders at one of Russia's most symbolic events, the 80th anniversary of Victory Day, marking the defeat of Nazi Germany. But this wasn't a just celebration, it was a geopolitical statement. During closed-door talks, Putin and Traore agreed on several strategic moves, reopening the Russian embassy in Ouagadougou, expanding military training programs, and event-boosting education cooperation. In translation, Burkina Faso is tightening its alliance with Moscow and pivoting hard away from the West. This comes at a time when anti-French sentiment in the Sahel is peaking and Western influence is declining. Traore's message is clear. He sees Russia not just as an ally, but as a model of resistance against what he calls imperial domination. So, with the jihadist insurgency still raging and regional instability mounting, Traore is betting that Russia's support, both military and symbolic, will bolster his rule and help him reclaim control. But there is more. By showing up in Moscow, Traore isn't just aligning with Russia, he is inserting himself into a global ideological divide. It's a high-stakes move for a young leader trying to cement his authority at home and redefine Burkina Faso's place in the world. The question now is, will this Russia-Burkina alliance bring stability or more coerce. Hefty question again. Is Traore becoming the Thomas Sankara of a new multipolar age, or just another strongman caught between empires? That we are going to be discussing in another day. Brothers and sisters across the continent, history is being written before our very eyes. Captain Ibrahim Traore, the young revolutionary leader of Burkina Faso, just walked into the world stage, not just as a puppet of the West, but as a free man representing a sovereign people at Russia's Victory Day celebration. Traore stood all beside Vladimir Putin, sending a clear message. Africa is no longer anyone's playground, he said. This is a legacy of Thomas Sankara, if we should talk about it. The chains of neocolonialism are being challenged, not with empty speech, but with bold actions. Traore has expelled foreign troops who failed to protect Burkina Faso, reclaimed control over the nation's gold, and is now forging partnership based on respect, not submission. Why some criticize this move as a merely switching masters? A Pan-African lens sees something deeper, just like most of us. This isn't dependency, it's diplomatic diversification. It's about choice, not with coerce or duress. And let this be clear, this isn't just about Burkina Faso. This is a part of a regional awakening. The Sahel Alliance, Mali, Niger, and Burkina is saying no to foreign interferences and yes to African dignity. So, cooperation with Russia or any other partner must serve our people, not external powers. To be Pan-African today means standing up to all forms of domination, whether from the West or the East. Traore's visit is not a final answer, but it is a move in the right direction, towards sovereignty, towards unity, toward a future where Africa decides its own destiny. Tell me in the comments, is this the rebirth of Sankara's spirit or just a new battle on the old struggle?